Stile continued, is on a Defender. The lad that lives in Australia, Ben Cook, he used to work for somebody, I've forgotten his name. Got his own construction company.
Yeah.
Ben was the carpenter, and he got a tricked up Defender. Dislocated cones, the works. And he got a gizmo on his winch that he could spool out and spool in from
in the cab.
The cab.
Yeah.
Yeah. Got a switch on it, so spool out, spool in.
Yeah.
You know, and go into neutral, somebody pull it out and stuff like that. But he's the only Defender I've seen drive up and down Henry.
Oh, right.
There's the second hairpin where we all go round, and he said, "Oh, sod this for a game of shot." So I just go straight down. It was like 45 degrees, and it's a twist one as well.
Yeah.
So he's got his dislocating cones that he had to put back in when he got to the bottom. But I thought, yeah. And I said to him afterwards, "Was that good?" He said, "Yeah, it was a bit boring, wasn't it?" Because I just drove straight on.
Yeah.
He says, and then he did the bastard with us, and he said to us at the end of the bastard, he said, "You know what? I've spent £30,000 on this Defender, and I've just watched 3 almost standard Jimneys do it."
Yeah. I think that's the thing, isn't it? A lot of people get like fixated on massive tyres and mods and blah 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 and all that kind of stuff. And then if you actually drove something relatively standard or even standard properly and well, you could probably achieve exactly the same thing.
Yeah. I mean, these people on the Jimny forum say to me, what's the biggest tyre I can have on a standard Jimny with no lift? Because they're like 215 75s. Oh no, I need a 3-inch lift. And I say to him, "Well, what do you want a 3-inch lift for?" He said, "Well, everybody's got them." I said, "But why do you want a 3-inch lift?"
Well, what are you going to do that's going to need a 3-inch lift?
Yeah.
And then the 30-odd inch tyres.
Yeah. What's the ultimate aim? I don't know what you mean, Brett. I said, "Well,
Is it just
I don't do body lifts. I hate body lifts.
Yeah.
I'm a spring lift person." I said, "I've got like a 3-inch spring lift and a 2-inch spacer." I said, "That gives me the ability to put a larger wheel and tyre on."
Yeah. So,
okay. I said, "That's the thin end of the wedge."
Yeah.
You need a low transfer box.
Well, that's it, isn't it? I mean,
you need stronger shockers.
It's not just the lift and the big tyres, is it?
No.
It'll probably be okay on a road.
Yeah.
But you send it down anything that's got a few decent bumps and it flexes and.
But you go anything above a 2-inch lift, you're going to need caster corrected radius arms.
Yeah.
There's a grand.
Yeah.
Some people use poly bushes and whatever. I just use standard Suzuki bushes because I find they flex well and they last forever. A poly bush will pop out.
Yeah.
And some poly bushes are really stiff as well.
Which can make things horrible.
Yeah. What do you want out of your Jimny?
And I think that's it, isn't it? That's a cracky view, isn't it?
Yeah, nice, aren't they? People wonder why we love the Lake District.
Yeah. That's like how you got the different colours there, the copper birch and all the rest of it. Nice.
And just, 40 minutes from where I live.
Yeah. To be fair, the Peaks has its places, but nothing like that.
Yeah. I think the reason I don't like the Peaks is the people that go there.
Yeah.
The people that live in the Peak District, fantastic. You know, like Rachel and Harry, they enjoy it. They know what the countryside's for, but the people that turn up on a Friday, Saturday, Sunday, you know, have driven 300 miles to get somewhere.
Yeah.
Just don't understand.
Mid sort of May is pretty much where where I pretty much draw the line on laning at the Peaks until probably October, November time.
Yeah, I know.
Because you just get that spring and summer rush. And to be fair, it's only because we do what we're doing. Still that. It's usually April is my cut off for the Peaks.
I think there's another gate down there, right at the end.
Wouldn't surprise me.
Keep the sheep in the fells.
Yeah.
Not they're going anywhere today, they're eating, they're sleeping. And after this we've got a bit of tarmac that we'll swap over if we want to.
Yeah, the tarmac stuff, obviously just you're used to rattling along in it.
Yeah.
Hey, how's doing it, Brad? Brad, he's doing the gate for you. Cheers, thank you. Cheers, Tal. He come trotting up, like running up. I was like,
wow. Yeah. Well, he looks like he can. She doesn't look like she can. She's got those Asian thighs.
Thick set.
Where she keeps all her money. Have you had a box in a roof before or not?
No.
10 box?
No. I'm not a fan of them, to be fair.
You put a tent up, do you?
I've got like a... I suppose the easiest way to
We're going left. You're going to just pull up and I'll swap?
Yeah. I've got like